What's going on, everyone? My name is Tom from Dreadlabs, and today we're going to review the Xencelabs Tablet bundle.
Dreadlabs.
Right, so a couple of weeks ago Xencelabs reached out to me and they asked me to review this tablet, test it out and give you guys my honest review. So this was very interesting to me because I have never used a tablet before except for Wacom tablets or an iPad. For me this is though, however, a nice point of view to review this from because I feel like a lot of people are either used to one of the two, a Wacom or an iPad. And Xencelabs claims that the quality is better than a Wacom tablet. So yeah, let me just show you the unboxing, how the package arrives, what is in the full-on bundle, and then we'll talk about how it works, the ups and downsides, and I'll do a quick little demo for you guys. Right, so looking at the package, it looks really nice. They put very much thought in how they want to display their product. So yeah, at first I wasn't really sure, obviously, because you never know what to expect if you buy like from a tech company, especially when you haven't heard of them before. So yeah, for me, I'm always like a little bit skeptical, but luckily I've been pleasantly surprised because the package looks super nice. So let me just go over what's like inside the box, because we have the medium bundle. Obviously this contains like a pen tablet. You can hook this up wirelessly or with a cable, and you can just charge it with the same cable as well. So on the tablet there are 3 buttons. It also comes in like a nice protective package. A nice thing that they also do is you also have like a case that comes with it, and the insides are very soft so that you don't damage the tablet, and it also has a few extra pockets for the accessories. So then there's like a box that contains all of the cables. It also contains like a smudge glove or a smudge guard. It's really nice if you want to draw and you have like sweaty hands, you won't leave any stains. Next to that is the quick keys. You can use like all tons of like shortcuts on there. I'll go into that later a little bit. And then there's also like the actual pencil box, which is really nice. So in the pencil box you can find the dongles. There's one converter to USB-C if that's what you have hooked up to your laptop. On the top there are like nibs, so you can replace them, and inside both of the pens there are also nibs available. We have one thick pen and one thin pen, and in the middle there's also a ring where you can just easily get the nibs out if you want to replace them. So it's also very handy that they put a tool in there for there. Also the quality of these products, like the packaging and the boxes and stuff, they're like, well, they're firmly and they're like heavy enough so that they can stay on your pores, you know, like they don't feel like cheap plastic, and that's like really important to me, you know. So you can really feel that the material of this product is in a very good quality. Alright guys, so now I am in Photoshop and I just wanted to show you the software of Xencelabs real quick. As you can see, my quick keys and my tablet are connected, as well as my pens. You can see how far they are charged, and they're connected remotely now, so there are no cables involved, which is really nice. And as you can see, the quick keys is charged fully and the pen tablet 67%. Before I started this video, I hadn't charged my tablets so far, only once when I just unboxed it. And I think I've used it for around 2 hours, maybe 3 hours-ish. So yeah, it's nice to see that the tablet and the quick keys are still like a very high battery level. I think I've used the tablet a little bit more often than the quick keys, and yeah, when I just finished, I just turned them off. So I'm not really sure if they take a lot of energy when they are like put on standby. But just to give you a quick little overview, here you have all these settings for your pen tablet, the 3-button pen, the thin pen, and the quick keys. So you can just literally choose any combination here, what you want to do on this quick dial. I haven't really gone to like playing around with it yet, so I might have to do that in the near future. And under the preferences, as you can see, I have a double screen setup, and I just made sure that the tablet is only active on my main screen, so that it doesn't have to be split by half or something. So, you know, that's really nice. Also, I've put the sleep time for 30 minutes, so after 30 minutes the quick keys in the tablet will just shut off to save some energy. But so far, when I just used it, I just immediately turned it off afterwards. Right, as you can see, this is pretty straightforward. I like how clean it is, like there aren't like that many unnecessary features, in my opinion, if I look at it. So yeah, that's really nice, and I think we just get to drawing. Alright, so we're here in Photoshop, and I was thinking doing like some kind of trippy artwork. I've been really like getting into those vibes lately, so yeah, let's see what we can make of it. Just to be sure, what I like to do is I'm gonna make a new layer. Obviously you can do this with your quick dial as well, like I do here. I have my mouse set to the right here, so I can just still control stuff when I need to. The cool thing about my quick dial before we start is the bottom keys are Shift, Control, Alt and Space. So what is really nice is if I want to zoom in, I can just go with the zoom mode on the rotational thing. So now when I scroll the wheel, I can zoom in and out. And if I hold space on the buttons, I can just navigate the canvas like this. So I don't really need my mouse and my keyboard anymore when I use this. I also have a fit and view button to just like easily zoom out to 100% of my canvas. All right, so going to the brush tool here, let's just set up a nice brush. So we'll go to the brush menu here. So the brush settings, you can find them under Window, Brush Settings, or F5 on your keyboard. So with the shape dynamics, I just want to go with the pen pressure, and I want to have the hardness to 100%, the spacing to 1%. And just reduce the size a little bit. And this is mainly like a brush that I prefer to use like when I'm drawing anything really. So yeah, when I gently press the tip and the harder I push, the thicker my line will get. Pretty straightforward, I think. Also set the smoothing to 100% because I'm not the best at drawing, and that's just easier for me to work in. Right, let's select layer 2. So we have like the separate layer with the line arts when we're finished. I figure out we just draw something and we'll see where to go. Alright guys, so another cool thing that I would like to show you is now I have my tablet in brush mode, as you can see when I draw. And I've never really used a tablet like that before. I reckon there are others that do this, but the Xencelabs one has an eraser tip on the back, and if I just erase something here, easy as that. So you don't have to switch over between tools, you don't have to reach over to your keyboard, you can just, like using a regular pencil, just erase something. Yeah, just thought I'd mention that, and let's continue. Alright guys, so I did about an hour of drawing with this thing, and so far so good. You know, I really enjoy it. What a big plus side is for me personally, I already mentioned this in the live stream, but yeah, the last Wacom tablet I used, I tend to push my pens very hard, and with Wacom the nibs broke off like very early on, so I had to replace them. I had to buy replacement sets, and worst of all, it left a lot of scratches on my tablet. And looking at this, I don't really see any scratches so far, and this is after like 3 hours of use, so you be the judge of it. But yeah, so far so good. I don't really even see any. The only thing I see is a little bit of like some spots, some smudges. And now that I think about it, I did this drawing without my smudge guard glove that comes with the package, which could have prevented some of the, like, I guess, sweaty stains from my hands. Sorry about that, guys. Sounds a little bit gross, but yeah. Anyways, no scratches on this tablet so far, which is really nice. And also I feel like the surface of the tablet has a little bit more grip compared to the Wacom tablets, whereas the Wacom tablets, and especially the iPad, is like super harsh surface. So this one, it feels like a little bit rubbery, which, like, I don't know, it feels like your pen can actually dive into the surface of the tablet just a little bit, which gives like a little bit of friction, I guess. I don't know, I'm not sure how to explain it, but it feels like much nicer, and it doesn't feel like you're scratching on a tablet. That's the most important part. So on my iPad I use a paper-like screen protector, which is supposed to make your iPad screen feel like paper. But yeah, I would really prefer this surface on an iPad too, because this surface is definitely the best out of the three that I've tested out so far. One thing to note though, I'm not really sure what happened, but I thought it might be worth mentioning, is that sometimes, like I've had it done during my live stream and then during trying to start up this drawing earlier today, sometimes Photoshop tends to crash when you put in too much input from your quick keys here. So what happens is Photoshop just stops responding, and if you open the taskbar, it doesn't say that it's not responding. What I did in the last live stream is I just left my Photoshop open like an hour or so, so I'm not really sure how long it took, but it didn't shut off, and after it started responding again, so it's not that the Photoshop actually crashes. But yeah, it takes a long time to get it back on track, at least like quite a long time, at least over a minute or 5. So yeah, I'm not really sure if this is the tablet, if it's just a wireless connection of the tablet, if there might be too many devices connected to my computer, because there are a lot, or maybe just Photoshop itself. I'm not really sure about that, but I thought it was worth mentioning. So yeah, that can happen if you are well, putting in too many keys, I think, from the quick keys. Generally, I'm super happy with this tablet so far. Alright, so there's one more thing I would like to talk about, and that's the pricing. They've sent me the Tablet Medium bundle, which comes with all the accessories that Xencelabs offers. But you can also get the tablet separately on their website. And here is where I have like a very deal breaker kind of thought if you are thinking about getting this tablet or a Wacom. If you're on a budget and you're fairly new to like working with tablets and you're not really sure if you're going to use them like all the time, then I would probably suggest starting out with a Wacom, as it's cheaper. However, the quality of a cheap Wacom is definitely worse than this. So the actual problem, I guess, what I have with Xencelabs is that the price for just the tablet is pretty expensive. I would say get this tablet if you are a professional and you will actually like earn money with this and get your money back. You know, you can start making money off being a digital artist. So if you get the tablet bundle, you'll also get like the accessories, you'll get 2 pens, you get the quick keys, you'll get the case, you'll get the smudge guard, you'll get everything. And then you start realizing that it's actually not that like expensive if you get all these accessories, because if you get like one of these cheaper tablets, like this Wacom for example. So this guy cost me 80 bucks. But it didn't have a wireless dongle, this case wasn't there, basically every accessory you had to get for yourself. And that's where like these cheaper Wacoms actually get expensive already, and that's where you kind of get to a threshold like, okay, wait, I'm actually like spending a lot of money already on a fairly cheap tablet, shouldn't I just move up to like a bigger or better model? And that's when I would say, okay, go with Xencelabs. So yeah guys, this is definitely something you should consider. In my opinion, if you are a professional illustrator and you do this full time, I would definitely say give these Xencelabs tablets a try. If you're completely new to it, I would say maybe go with like a cheaper version, and if you feel like more confident, you can always move up. And with all of that being said, I wanted to give a shout out to Xencelabs for giving me the opportunity to review this tablet. And as well, of course, to my Patreons. So if you don't know, if you become a Patreon of mine, you'll get access to all of the project files from my tutorials, including the illustration that I did in this video. Besides that, you'll also get a 15% discount in my Dreadlabs Asset web store and a cool Discord role. And if you go 1 tier up, you'll get the opportunity to watch the full episodes of me starting out a clothing brand, plus the resources that come with that video series. So if this is something you're interested in, there's a link in the description, and if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments, or you can join us on Discord. With all of that being said, this was Tom from Dreadlabs tuning out, and I'll see you guys in the next video.